someone can ask me some questions. My buddy Sasha, my longtime no-see buddy Sasha, asked me about something. I'm guessing he saw this on a Craig Jones podcast. Craig Jones has the El Segundo podcast. He did one recently with Nicky Ryan and Joseph Chen. So the question, I believe, comes from that. He's asking us our thoughts on those three guys, Craig Jones, Nicky Ryan, and Joseph Chen, saying that they don't enjoy competing. Competing is more of a marketing tool for them to sell instructionals and seminars and things.
Yeah.
I'm not the jiu-jitsu journalist that I don't claim to be, so I didn't research this. I didn't check it out. I don't know these guys that well. I know Joseph Chen a little. I see him when he's in town. I'm not going to call him and ask him his thoughts. I don't know Craig Jones. I don't know Nicky Ryan. But I am a jiu-jitsu competitor, and I do go out and teach seminars, and I would like to teach instructionals so I can speak my own experience in this, as I do have a fight coming up in December against a guy named Bo Yu. And I took this fight, this match, because I also want to travel, do seminars and instructionals. And so I think, again, I can't speak for those guys. Those guys are legends. They're speaking in lots and lots of money, lots of accolades. They're on a much different level than I am, but in the same realm. And so for me, competing, it's not an enjoyable experience for almost anybody. It really sucks. It's good, though. It's an alchemical process in that it organizes training, gets a little focus, keeps us on track. And if you go out and have a good victory, it's the best marketing there is. Otherwise, it's just me and Tarek kind of sitting here talking about how good we are. I can show some videos of us training together. It's not very convincing. But if I go out there, and if I can strangle Bo Yu, which I've done before and will do again, I know for a fact that some gym in Taiwan or the surrounding area will contact me and say they want me to go and show the move that I did. And so jiu-jitsu is very strange in this way, because we got another question from our buddy Dimitri Telfair, head coach Bears Den BJJ in Taichung. And he's asking what our goals are with jiu-jitsu, and I think this ties in. Because my goal for jiu-jitsu is just to train jiu-jitsu. It's really that simple. I just want to train jiu-jitsu. And jiu-jitsu progresses in a way where you have to kind of keep expanding and keep making things harder. And so that includes going out and teaching. That includes going out and competing. Uncomfortable things that keep expanding outside just to keep the training alive. Just training, just me and you here with our mats and no one else. It's not really enough. We have to keep going. We have to start making videos, and we gotta hopefully bring in some money, and you have to go out there. But it's really so simple that I just want to train with Tarek.
So it's like, as far as goals, I don't really have a goal. When I started training in the beginning, my goal was to learn how to defend myself. And jiu-jitsu, I think, is good for that to an extent, maybe up until mid white belt, and then the rest of it you're just training to defend yourself against other guys that are really good at jiu-jitsu. And just the enjoyment of jiu-jitsu, I like it for exercise, and I do have a goal of having a black belt someday.
And you're on the path.
I'm on the path. So my goal is just to keep showing up. Sometimes I might be injured, some days are better than others, but just to keep going.
Train to train.
Just train to train is my goal. I don't know. Things pop up as you're doing the work, things just happen to pop up. It was never my goal to meet all the people that I met in jiu-jitsu, but it just so happened that now most of my friends are all people that I've met through jiu-jitsu, or I met through people that went to jiu-jitsu and they introduced me to these other people. This YouTube page, this comes from jiu-jitsu. It wasn't something planned. We were already training, and I already like filming, so I said, why don't we shoot our training sessions.
And I need attention, guys. I need it. I crave it.
Yeah, so I don't really have a specific goal. I compete now and then. I mean, I did compete more back in the day in my as a white belt and a blue belt. I didn't compete as a purple belt. I've competed once as a brown belt last
January, you
summer.
want to do it again?
I don't really like I mean,
I'll be in your division this time.
I don't love competing, so I'll think about it.
Yeah, nobody likes competing.
I'll think
Who are these
about
people who like competing? I think we can say is competing feels important.
Yeah.
And I want other people to compete.
I don't know
want
if
there
you
to
have
be
to like.
competitions. So I have to go out there and be the one. I can't tell other people to compete and I don't do it. So I go out there. I'll be the main event. I'll be the card. I'll get the attention. I want money to come in. I want people to applaud.
I think some people like competing.
Who? Name them.
I would guess. I'm going to say this. Coach Dimitri. I would say Dimitri likes competing.
Yeah?
Maybe he doesn't like feel the... He's not like, yeah, competition. But he's spoken many times about why he thinks men especially need to compete. Men need to enter competition. And I think it is important.
It's important.
So I think wanting to compete and liking to compete, that's a thin line.
Yeah.
So you could
Not
say maybe
enjoying, but finding meaning in.
Yeah. Yes. So.
And how else are you going to market your jiu-jitsu skills? Just go to open mats, kill everybody?
Yeah. If you want to be known as a specialist and have people look at you and buy your products, you want to compete and do well in competition, because when you're looking to find out the best guillotine setup, you may or may not look at our video on guillotines. You might want to check out Marcelo Garcia's guillotine.
He murdered everyone in ADCC.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a higher level of...
Yes, he has a high level, and it's been proven, it's been tested against other high-level competition. So the idea that doing competition to increase your marketability makes complete sense in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, it's the only way.
Yeah, I can see it. And as far as liking to compete, I always feel great after a competition, though.
Yeah.
I always feel great after a competition. Just the fact that I went through it. There's a lot of camaraderie. Win, lose, or draw after the competition, there's a bond between you and your opponent. There's a bond between everybody that actually stepped out onto the mat, and it is a great feeling of accomplishment, regardless of how the competition goes.
Yeah.
As long as you just don't want to just go and completely be steamrolled, but if you...
It just happened.
It happens too. It does happen too.
Yeah.
That is a risk.
I got guillotined in 12 seconds once.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Yeah, Stephen
My
heel.
mom was there.
Stephen heel hooked me really, really quickly in a few seconds. I've my boxing match I did. I invited everybody. Like, yeah, man, because I thought it was good, and I got TKO'd first round, and taking the bus back with everybody was just like, oh, this sucks.
They're trying to say nice things.
Yeah, and I hated. That was the worst part. Everyone was like, man, you did your best. I was so
chin up, bro.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you. But it was a very memorable experience. So I don't regret the experience. So yeah, competition is very important, and you get a lot out of it, and it's a true testing ground of what you're doing that works in a real situation. Sparring in jiu-jitsu is real. It is real, but when the stakes are higher, competition, everything is moving faster. You're kind of going from 0 to 100 really fast. You might not have a chance to warm up before the match, or you warm up too early. It's hard to gauge.
Competition, there's always something screwy that happens.
You're injured.
So many times, like, I heard my name, I'm like, oh, I'm next. Like, no, you're on right now. It's like,
Yeah.
You finish a match, you're exhausted. Oh, you're on again. What?
Yeah.
Always something.
Yes.
And I do masochistically enjoy that aspect of it.
The chaos.
The chaos, because you just gotta be ready. Just stay hydrated. Gotta look nice. Gotta have your outfit on. And not much else is in your control.
Yeah.
And I do like that when it's so obviously out of your control. The only stuff you can focus on becomes very small. Water, breath, all the training is done.
Yeah, the training is done.
Step in the fire,
Yeah,
see what happens.
yeah, whatever is going to happen is going to happen. Your muscle memory kind of takes effect. You can have a plan, but there's chaos in the competition. Your opponent will do something that you didn't expect them to do, and yeah, so it is stressful. So I could see why people don't like it.
Yeah.
But
Especially those guys, man. They're dealing with like the most dangerous people in the world.
and they're also dealing
Broken
with
bones
people.
are super likely.
Yeah, they can get broken bones, and they're also dealing with people that are preparing for them. Like so, a guy like Joseph Chen, he has hours and hours of footage that his opponents can watch, where it doesn't work the other way around. Same with Craig Jones. Craig Jones has hours and hours of footage. He's done seminars. People can study him
Yeah.
intently.
Yeah,
and,
his roles are on YouTube now.
yeah.
His training, which is a bit like how we do. But if I want to go look up what Bo Yu's been doing, oddly silent. How do I prepare?
Yes, Marshall has a match coming up.
December
Jaya.
16th.
December
If you're in
16th.
Taipei, come watch. Tune into the live stream. It's gonna be somewhere.
Is it gonna? Oh, we don't know where it's. Is it at AZ?
It's at AZ.
Is that AZ? Nice.
I just want people to come to watch. This is a small venue, though. I don't
Yeah.
know if anyone can come watch.
I'm sure somebody
Live
can
stream.
come watch. It'll be good.
I need you. Help me.